Deep in the 100-acre woods. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. Scary giant berry all flooded with blood. He's Winnie the Pooh, coming for you. Sterile and peril, feral old bear. Man, I am never going to look at Winnie the Pooh the same way again. Hello, welcome to another episode of Bat Dan's Thoughts. So, you may remember I talked about the trailer for Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey when I saw it. And if you remember, I was very excited for this movie. Winnie the Pooh, now in public domain, so they made an adult horror film version of him where he and Piglet go on a killing rampage after Christopher Robin abandons them. And again, I was excited for this movie. I was really excited for it. And I saw the movie, and I have to be honest, it was a lot better than I expected. I expected it to be a very bad film that was still entertaining, but to be honest, I thought it was pretty decent. I wasn't expecting a masterpiece, but still exceeded my expectations. So this won't be a play-by-play. I'm just gonna go over what I liked, what I found interesting, what I didn't like, and then we'll do some major third act spoilers in the end. So, right now, minor spoilers only. So right off the bat, I loved how this film opened up. It started with the normal Winnie the Pooh narration that we're used to, but instead of Christopher Robin meeting friends, he meets these crossbreeds, these abominations, and the narrator mentions that Christopher Robin should have stayed away from them. And I really like that because it's kind of realistic. I mean, we grew up with fun-loving Winnie the Pooh, but realistically, a little boy should not be playing with these human-like animal creatures, because that's just not safe. So anyways, it's Pooh, Piglet, Rabbit, Owl, and Eeyore. Tigger is not in it or mentioned as he is not public domain yet. But anyways, Christopher Robin goes to college, and now the person who was bringing them food is gone. So Pooh and friends make the difficult decision to eat Eeyore. And they hate all humans, especially Christopher Robin. And I really like that. It was a very simple way to convey what happened to the beloved characters we all know. And then I really like the segment with Christopher Robin and Mary being his fiancée. He takes her to the 100-acre woods to show her his friends, because he told her about them, but of course she didn't believe him. But what I really liked was their relationship, is that Mary, even though she doesn't believe him, she goes with him to support him because she knows it's important to him. Even adding that his imagination was something that she loved about him so much. So I thought that worked really well, and I really liked the chemistry between the two actors. I thought Mary in particular, the actress playing her, was a pretty good actress. And if you remember me from when I was talking about the trailer, I mentioned that the actor who played Christopher Robin was good in emotional scenes, not good in little lines of dialogue. And when he was pleading with Piglet to let Mary go after he was choking her with a chain, side note, Pooh did not snap her neck. I thought that from the trailer, but that's not what happened. Anyways, when Piglet was choking her, I just loved the actor did a really good job as Christopher Robin, I should say, did a really good job pleading with Piglet to let her go. And I could just really tell from that little interaction we have with Christopher and Mary, how much Mary meant to him. And I love that. And they did a really good job of making Pooh and Piglet scary. So one thing is that they don't talk in this film. They made a vow never to talk again. And when Christopher Robin and Mary are in Pooh's bedroom, hiding from him, just Pooh snoring sounded intimidating. But one thing with them not talking is that they did a really good job with Pooh's face mask, like the mask that the actor wore for Pooh. I could really tell how Pooh was feeling, when he was feeling sad, angry, conflicted. The mask was really good. I was surprised how good that was. And I really thought it was great that they remembered that Pooh and Christopher Robin were friends at one point. So when, like, little things like they show flashbacks from Pooh's point of view with Christopher Robin as a kid, and them playing together, with Christopher Robin saying, "I'll never leave you." And then certain moments where Christopher Robin tries to reach out to his friend, I just really like that. So you really feel that conflict there. And even Pooh doesn't kill Christopher Robin, he captures him and tortures him. Maybe because he hates him, but also maybe because he's not ready to kill him yet. That's how I took it, anyways. But man, does he torture him. So what I found really interesting in this film is how brutal Pooh really was. I mean, he's whipping Christopher Robin with Eeyore's tail. He's putting a woman through a wood chipper, driving a car through on another woman's head, which Pooh can drive apparently. But also, Pooh has really interesting powers. He can karate chop limbs off. He can control bees. It was just, I don't know, stuff like that was really interesting what they did with Pooh. So now what I didn't like so much. One thing was, in the beginning of the movie, there's this news reporting of people going missing near these woods. And this is a time where people have iPhones and Instagram, so social media is a thing here. You think people would know not to go near these woods. Like, when Christopher Robin took Mary there, you think he would go, "Man, maybe it's my friends who I abandoned doing all this stuff." And then later on, this girl named Maria and her friends go to the woods to get away from civilization because Maria had some creepy stalker. But again, you'd think they would know, hey, maybe let's not go near these woods. And then there's just other gaps of logic, like when Piglet's choking Mary. Christopher Robin just yells at him, no, please don't. But it's like, throw a rock at him. Don't just stand there. And then I mentioned Christopher Robin as an actor. When he and Mary were just talking, when he's like saying, we've been friends for many years. Certain lines like that, I don't know. The delivery of the actor didn't really convince me. And then later on in the movie, Maria has a gun. And it's like they don't utilize it the way they could. I mean, they could, again, I keep saying throwing a rock, but they could throw a rock to distract Pooh and Piglet, and then Maria could shoot them from behind. One of Maria's friends sees some person who later turns out to be Pooh in the background while she's in the hot tub. And she just decides to just sit in the hot tub anyways. Who cares? That was annoying. Just lack of common sense right there. So now we're going to get into third act spoilers. So unless you have seen the movie or don't care, have a bat-tastic day. And if you have seen it, or again, don't care, spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there's a certain point in the movie where Maria, or not Maria, one of Maria's friends has Piglet captured. And instead of just killing him right away, she's slowly taking his time to torture him. And then when she does kill him, Piglet makes a sound. And instead of hiding, she just stands there. Pooh is still out there. I mean, I get that you're mad because Piglet killed some of your friends, but don't just stand there like an idiot. And then there's a certain point where it's just Maria and one of her friends. And they run into these trucker people. And the trucker people defend Maria and her friend fighting Pooh. So Maria and her friend are in the truck, watching Pooh killing them. I know this sounds mean, but there's nothing they could have done. There was no reason for them to just stay there parked. They should have hightailed it out of there. And again, I hate to say it, leave them to die. Just leave them to die. But then there was some stuff in the third act I also really liked. Like there's this one line from Christopher Robin when it's just Maria left. He drives really fast, yelling, "Fuck you!" And I don't know, I just really love that line. And then Pooh smashed between two cars. But again, don't just assume Pooh is dead. Take a knife and cut his head off just to be safe. But of course, he doesn't, and Pooh is alive and stabs Maria. Now again, I really liked how Christopher Robin was reaching out to his friend, mentioning that Pooh saved his life. And then when he's pleading to Pooh, Pooh gives his one line in the movie. "You laughed. You left," he said. And then he just stabs Maria. But then it was kind of a weird, abrupt ending. Pooh just keeps stabbing Maria over and over again, and then you hear a car engine running, implying that Christopher Robin got away. But it was just a kind of a weird way it ended so abruptly. But overall, I liked the movie. And the end credits. Winnie the Pooh will return. There's going to be a sequel, 5 times the budget, which I hope they explore Rabbit and Owl because they're not really mentioned after the intro. And I hope Tigger can eventually be in it once he's public domain. But not only is there going to be a sequel, they're going to do Peter Pan, Bambi, a whole universe of children's classics gone bad. And I'm really excited. Again, I like this film. It exceeded my expectations. A sequel with a bigger budget. I'm hyped. I'm really hyped for this. But overall, I may be kind of generous. I'm going to give this film a 7.56923 out of 10. So what do you think? Did you like the movie? Comment in the comments section. Let me know. And if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when a new episode is on. Watch out, because you never know when Winnie the Pooh is out there. Have a bat-tastic day.